Welcome back to our mini-series on how to use the playlist generator in RadioBOSS. My name is James. Thank you for joining me. This video is all about playlist structures. In this video we'll look at what is a playlist structure, most important question. We'll look at how to build one, how to set the playlist duration, how to set separation criteria. I'll tell you about that more very shortly, and how to save and edit a playlist structure. First question is, what is a playlist structure in RadioBOSS? It is, if you like, a template playlist. It's a list of audio categories in sequence. Please note, it is not the actual songs that we will play, but the type of songs that we will play. For example, our template playlist or playlist structure might start with a hit song, followed by a worship song, followed by a station ID, followed by gold, followed by another hit song. Again, notice it's not the actual song titles, but just the type of songs that we want. Come across with me to the RadioBOSS screen and let's go to the playlist generator. You remember last time we created the audio categories, and between the last video and this one I have already created all the audio categories that we will need and saved under the preset WSR Master. Time now to create the actual playlist structure, and this is going to be for my breakfast program. Here's how I'm going to do it. I want to start the hour with a station ID. I can just click and drag, followed by a secular jazz song, or just click and hit the right arrow. As you can see, it fits in underneath. The jazz secular will be followed by jazz gold, station ID. This time jazz secular and jazz Christian. But instead of an ID, this time I want to have my announcer speak. So I'll put VT, which stands for voice track. That will go in there. Let's do this a couple more times, I think. Jazz secular, jazz gold, ID, jazz secular, jazz Christian, voice track. And we'll do that one more time. Jazz secular, jazz gold, station ID, so drag it down a bit, jazz secular, followed by jazz Christian. So this is our playlist structure. Now that I've created it, we now need to set some other settings. First of all, the playlist length. Let's go down here and say I want this to be a 1 hour playlist. So the playlist generator will make sure that it will be approximately 1 hour and hopefully just a little bit over. Now we go to the settings tab. Now this is where we need to set the artist and song separation. Let me explain what this means. Artist separation means if I play one song by, say, Mariah Carey, I can choose how long before we can play another song by Mariah Carey. Track separation is very similar. except it's not just the artist, it's the song. So if we have a song by Matt Redman called 1000 Reasons, I can say how long before we can play that song again. Let's go back to the screen and we'll look at how to do that. First of all, it says do not repeat artist for. So yes please, and I'm going to say 60 minutes. So that means if I have a song by Matt Redman, I don't want another song by Matt Redman for another 60 minutes. And do not repeat a song for, I can make it 120 minutes, which is 2 hours, or perhaps let's make it 180, which is 3 hours. Alright, so we've got our playlist structure, our playlist length, and our separation criteria. Now what we need to do, because we've made a brand new playlist structure, we need to save this. So again, we come over to here. This operates as a save as function. So click here, and I'm going to call this WSR, Wandering Sheep Radio, dash, I'm going to call this breakfast, because this is the playlist structure for my breakfast program early in the morning. And OK, and it's saved. If we go to the top here under presets, we now have both options available. So if I want to create another playlist structure, I go back to WSR master and create a new playlist structure there. So you can create a different playlist structure for different hours or different parts of your day so that they will sound and feel different. Perhaps some parts of your day have got more contemporary songs. Other parts of your day, perhaps more worshipful songs. Other parts of your day might be more traditional in sound. Again, you can control the sound and the feel of your station. But what if you wanted to have 1 hour of a special kind of music? For our station, Wandering Sheep Radio, let's have a Jazz Gold hour. Come with me, I'll show you how to do it. We're back here, and the preset, we've gone back to Wandering Sheep Radio Master. So from here, we can create a new playlist structure. So let's start with a station ID, and if you want to just transfer these over quickly, just hit the right arrow button. So if you make a mistake, I'm glad I made a mistake, click on the one you don't want, hit the left arrow, and it's gone. I'm glad that function exists. So make sure you click on this, then the right arrow, 1, 2. That's fine. Then a voice track. Oops, got it in the wrong spot. So make sure the last one is highlighted. Let's have some more Jazz Gold, followed by an ID, some more Jazz Gold, followed by a voice track. Let's make it again a 1 hour playlist. And yes, do not repeat the artist. Yes, do not repeat the track. Thank you very much. And I'm going to save this as WSR we'll call it the Jazz Gold Hour. And save. So now we have 3 presets that we can choose from. Of course, you can go back at any time and edit any of these presets that you choose, bring up the preset that you want and make your changes. Remember, you can add or you can take away using the right or the left arrows. Hope that you can join me for our next video here in learning how to use a playlist generator in RadioBOSS, because we're going to learn about how to actually generate the playlists. I'll catch you in the next video.